Hello there. My name is Klaus Wastel, and I'm doing 100 innovation keynotes in 100 days. Today is number 66, and today's topic is called Design for Reality. Now, we're going here today. For those of you who don't recognize this is Japan. Quite a bit to the east of where I am in Denmark, on the other side of the globe, one might even say, and with more than 100 million people who are culturally very, very different from what I'm used to. Now, why is this interesting? Well, for a moment, let's travel to the aquarium in Osaka, one of Japan's bigger cities. And in Osaka, they have a lovely aquarium. Looks like this, looks like something out of a Transformers movie. Very, very nice. Also, it has penguins, it has huge crabs, really cool looking crabs, and there's even a nice area where you can pet the fish, you can touch the fish. It's really, really cool. It even has dolphins. Dolphins. Love dolphins. Now, in 2019, before the coronavirus stopped international travel, Sue and I visited Japan on a combination of a business and vacation trip. And we were in Osaka. We were in the aquarium, and we saw the dolphins. When you look at the dolphins at Osaka Aquarium, you want this experience. You want the experience of you alone with this beautiful seen mammal, so you can film it with your phone, who's kidding who here, so you can kind of gaze upon it and connect with it and just be enchanted by the fact that somebody has created an experience for you with a creature of the seas. Really lovely. Now, the experience that most of us get, most of the time, is not that. It's not that lovely one-on-one connection with the animal where you see it and you feel it and you're like, wow, this is majestic. No. The experience that most people get is this. You're standing there, and in front of you are 5, 6, 10, 20 people. They have their cell phones out. They have baby strollers. They're in the way. You might even see a fin passing by, or a tail, or a little bit of gray if you're lucky. This is the experience that most people get at the aquarium when they're looking at the dolphins. Now, the problem isn't that there's something broken. It's not that the exhibit was closed or they're renovating or something. No, the problem is that the design is so that when the place is working, when it's actually full or even half full of visitors, then the visitor experience with the dolphins is pretty bad. If it's empty, if you're lucky, there's like a lull of people and you can kind of snatch a photo before others arrive, then it's great. I managed to do that. But most of the time, the experience is pretty crappy. What could have been done differently? Well, first off, a lot. Second is the one key thing that could have been done differently, and it's a really simple tip, and I'm not going to spend a long time kind of going into detail with it, because ironically enough, this is something that major corporations, million and billion-dollar companies, fail at. And among them is the Osaka Aquarium, lovely place that it is. When you design, you should design for reality. It's very simple. If you are making a theme park and you want to have 100,000 visitors through per day, then you should look at what does it actually look like on the ground with 100,000 visitors. The same for an aquarium. If you are designing a car that you tell people you're going to be driving this car forever, well, then you should figure out, what does the car drive like in 5 years? If you are creating a product that is supposed to be friendly for some users, well, then find out, what does it actually look like in reality? It's so easy, so easy to get caught up in beautiful design and lovely ideas without testing it on actual users, testing it in the field. I see this with presentations. It's one of the things I do whenever I do a presentation. I have these slides with big letters on them. And I often go to presentations, conferences, meetings, workshops, whatever, where it's obvious that the person who's made the slides was sitting in front of his or her laptop and it looked good on the screen. It's like, slick design, nice information flow, everybody's happy, nice .20 Georgia font. And then the actual place it's used is in an auditorium with bad lighting. And suddenly those nice color nuances don't work that well. Or it's used in a hotel where, yes, they said they had a projector, but it wasn't really that good a projector, and you kind of put it on some wall and it's not really crisp, and suddenly your nice 20-point Georgia font is way too small for the people at the end of the room, at the back of the room, and you're losing their attention. I see this all the time with presentations. I see it all the time with events and with live experiences. Now, I could, of course, also go on to see, I see it with products, yada, yada, services. Yes, not as bad, but that's probably just because these have been the things that I've looked for. This is the fields that I've spent most of my time in. Because the reality is, when you design for reality. And if you don't know what reality looks like, find out. If you can build an aquarium that looks like something descended from a Transformers movie, and it cost I don't know how many insane amounts of yen to build, and it has lovely creatures, and it has nice visuals, and it's a beautiful place full of lovely people, then you might do yourself the favor and check out, what does the dolphin experience actually look like when the place is running? What is your dolphin experience, whatever that may be? What does it look like when you're successful? What does it look like when you're doing the thing? Not when things are going badly. Not when there's nobody in Disneyland, or nobody's straining your servers, or nobody's using your product. What does it look like when reality hits? If you don't know, find out. And when you do know what reality looks like, design for it. Thank you.